Okay, so we're going to do a review of what we've done with numbers, and then we are going to finish counting numbers. So we have discussed 0 through 10. We have discussed 11 through 19. We have discussed all of the 20s.